Why don't you want to face the right way? Oh, we might be in trouble. I'm having trouble keeping this going the right way. Oh, God. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your pal Impossibum here. And we're back in Kerbal Space Program. That's right, it's been a little bit. We're back in here. I did an episode, and I didn't like it. Things turned out horribly, so I decided I'm going to re-record it for you guys. So you guys didn't even need to hear about that. I don't know why I'm talking about it. Let's just go back and see what we're doing here. So I think what we want to do here is, do we have anything active? We do not. So what I want to do is observational surveys. I think that's what we were supposed to be doing. What do I have to do for this? We need to test our newly acquired capabilities with a focused survey of Kerbin, get to the designated test site, and gather some observational reports. Okay, and we have to be above 1,600 meters, so it is going to be maybe a little difficult to get up that high, but we're going to see what we can do here. We want you to confirm some theories about some observational blah, 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 blah. Take an EVA report on the surface. Oh, that seems like it'd be more of an issue. This one seems a little better. Right, we'll try to do these. I'm not sure if my jet plane can actually get this high. If it can, it's going to be quite difficult to get it that high. But I'm going to try. And just so you guys know, let's get in here. I did update my my science plane. It actually works now a little bit. If I could remember, where is it here? Spacecraft. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Let's get out of here. I meant to go in the hangar, and apparently I went into the vehicle assembly building, which is something that happens apparently sometimes. Let's get in here. Science plane beta. Is that the one I want? I think it's this one. Whatever it is. We updated it a bit. We fixed the landing gears so that they'll actually let us take off. We're able to fit some science stuff on here, and center our mass. Okay, we have two whatchamacallits here, chutes. But it's actually not enough to keep the plane from exploding, unfortunately. We'll have to work on that in the future. But right now we're at 30 out of 30 parts, so we can't fit any more on here. So let's go do science. Let's go do the launchy, sciencey data stuff. Because we got two different... I think we have 6 different places we have to get to, which might be a bit difficult. Let's turn the brakes on for a second here. Let's get these places marked out. Alright, we have to start with this one. And we have to be 16.6 kilometers. So let's set that as the goal area. Let's max our thing out, and let's hit go. We'll turn off brakes. I can actually take off now, at least a little bit. I can't promise you I'll be good every time, but I think I fixed it so this can actually take off without going to the end of the runway. I hope. I'm hoping I don't embarrass myself here after saying that. Can we take off a little bit? Woo, that was close. All right, we took off. We're not dead. That's a good start. You know, if you guys saw my last episode, you know how big of a deal that is for me. All right, so we're gaining altitude. We're doing okay. Where is the place that I marked out? Is it anywhere around here? Is it back there? No, that's science debris. I don't know. Let's look on the map real quick. It's up here. I thought I marked this as the, it's activated. I don't know. It should be over this way somewhere. I'm definitely going up too high. Let's just turn around and go like this. There we go. It should be over in this-ish direction, I think. Yeah, there. It's a little. It's on the nav ball, but it's kind of funky. Let's just gain as much altitude as we can, and we'll just let it keep doing its thing. We're gonna have to gain a lot of altitude. We're not quite pointing at it. We have to go over this way a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of funky. We just have to gain a whole lot of altitude. That is all I really know about it so far. And it's going to be rough. We have, you know, we're pretty underpowered, so we have trouble gaining altitude very well. But we can do it, at least a little bit. Let's just let that even out and see what we get. That's a pretty good altitude. I'm just going to let it sit here for a while and keep gaining altitude. I will come back when we have gained sufficient height to start tackling these quests. So I will be right back. Alright guys, we're back. I have bad news. really bad news. Apparently, our plane maxes out about 7,000 meters. I can't really gain any more height than this. It automatically starts bowing down. I guess you can see the atmosphere, I guess, thins out. And we have a little light that comes on our dash here. Maybe it's too thin for Jebediah to breathe. I am not sure. But we are maxed out. We cannot go any higher. And the lowest we can reach for this, for our our contracts here, is 16,000 meters. So we're way off. But we do have something we could do. We're going to go back to, I'm going to go back to, revert flight to hangar. We're going to try something else. We're not going to be able to do it with our plane. That is quite unfortunate, but it is just how it is. We are going to have to do it with a rocket of some sort. And we're going to have to, like, try to arch our rocket to go towards those areas that we need for the quest. So let's start. I mean, the only thing I can think of is maybe we can make a rocket plane. That's interesting. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try making a rocket plane. I don't know if it'll even work. I just... Honestly, I didn't think about it until like just now. All right, so let's back up a little bit and bring this up a little. Come on. You want to move up for me. There we go. So let's work on getting a rocket plane. Now, for this, we can't use just normal fuselage that would fit onto the plane and look nice, because if we did, it wouldn't come with the oxygen that we will probably need once we get into the higher atmosphere. So that's a container for jet fuel, which we can't use. We're going to have to use... this one only for jet fuel as well? This one is chock full of jet fuel. Yeah, that's not it. We're going to have to use these. I don't like these. They're a little bit... They're not as big either, which is a kind of a bummer. All right, let's get several of these on here. We'll try to get the jet plane working. I'm not sure if it'll work. I know we should definitely be able to get to higher... whatchamacallit? Altitudes with an actual rocket engine. I mean, that's kind of like a no-brainer. But I don't know if we'll be able to get far enough is the problem. I don't know. I mean, I just straight up don't. But we're going to have to try. Other than that, I'm going to have to literally try to send a rocket and just fly it in that direction. Which I don't want to do if I can help it. I mean, if we need to, we will. But we'll see what we can do with this. So let's get our plane stuff going on. Actually, I'll save those wings for last. Let's get the tail going first. All right, let's hit 2 of these going on here. Should be something like that. There we go. We'll put the tail fin on here. It should just go like this. And we'll only need 1 of those. Keep going until it goes down to 1 again. There we go. And we might have to use landers for this, actually, now I think about it. Because I don't think this will stand the way that it currently is. What I mean is supports. I don't know what I think I said landers. I don't know what a quote-unquote lander actually is. There are support thingies that can supply fuel and energy to your rocket while it's on the landing pad. We might have to use those. I don't know if we even have those yet. Structural? I don't know. I might have to do some silly things to make things work. We'll see how it goes. And meanwhile, we still have a plane to make here. Let's turn on the center of thrust. I'm looking for center of mass. There we go. It's right there. We got to have that so we know where to put our wings. So our wings are going to have to be a little bit above that. We're going to need 2 of them, of course, because we're doing an airplane here. And we're going to be somewhere around there, I think. I think you want the center mass to be about 1/3 back from your wing. I guess that's somewhere around there. It's not going to be perfect because I'm not perfect and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants to try to make this thing work. And we're definitely going to put like 1 million whatchamacallits on this to try to make it land slow. Hold on, where are we at here? I'm probably going to want it's like a couple of sets of these because I don't want my thing to explode here. Can I set it so that I want the different symmetry? Middle click symmetry mode. There we go. I think that'll work the way I want. Maybe. No? Do you not want to work the way I want? Yeah, there we go. That's how I wanted it. Something like that. Like that. I'll put 2 more further down. I'm not going to land this like a normal plane. Not even close. I just want this to be able to absorb some of the brunt when it lands. That is the only plan for these wheels. They're not even probably going to do all that much, but just something, maybe, hopefully. You know, I'm just hoping. Let's throw a big old engine on here. Let's see here. Something that's efficient in the lower atmosphere would be ideal. So this one is 205 thrust in the lower atmosphere. This one is 167. So we're probably going to go with this one. We probably won't need thrust vectoring so much. So it won't be the end of the world. As long as we have our control surfaces, like the the tail wings here, we should be okay. And I guess we can throw some science on here. Science is good. We're going to be in new areas, so we want to get all the science that we can here. What do we want? Electrical, communications. Communications actually might be useful. I don't know. Suitable for moderate range communication, long range backup communication, eavesdropping on secret government operations. Fair enough. I'll consider it. Can we do this? Surface mount version of Communicatron? I don't know. We'll just throw like one of these on here because reasons, really. If we can, we will. Hold on. That's not how I want it. There we go. We'll do it like this. Why did you go back the other way? I want you on this way. There we go. I'll have two of them on there. Actually, we can just do it with just one, if it lets us, now that I think about it. Why waste parts? We're probably going to run pretty close. We're at 21 out of 30 now. Let's see. We need... Looking for science stuff. Where are we at? Science. We're definitely going to need lots of these. We're probably going to need 4 parachutes. So let me get those going now. We're going to want this on that. We're going to want 2 of them. Yeah, like this. We're definitely going to want like 4 of these parachutes. Let's do another one of those. Like that. That's the center of mass. That's about where they're going to want to be. This is so that we don't have to land it normally, because we're not going to be able to land it normally. And hopefully our stuff doesn't explode when it hits. We have room for 5 more parts, which means we have room for 5 science thingies. Which we're only going to do 3 apparently. Alright, fair enough. We'll take it down to 1. We only need 1 of these. And 1 of these. And 1 of these. We could probably get rid of the... whatchamacallit, the Communicatron, but who knows, we'll just leave it there for now. Do we even have any batteries by any chance? Utility? No, apparently not. I guess they're probably unlocked in the next science, which we don't have yet. So I think this is it. This is going to be our, we'll try to make things work plane with a jet engine, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's rename it jet plane. I mean, actually, no, rocket plane. Rocket plane is more explanatory. Because this is literally a plane with a rocket engine thrown on the back, and we're just hoping for the best. That is kind of literally what we're doing here. Alright, so we have it saved. Let's go to launch. Is it stable? Will it fall over and make us cry? Oh, actually, let me go back. Let's go back to... I forgot to set the staging. I'm a goofball. We'll have to get that set up real quick. Only staging really have to worry about is the fact that we want the engine to be down there and all the parachutes to be on the final stage. Because if they are not, well, we'll kind of have issues. You know, we don't want the parachutes going out when we deploy the engines. That's kind of not how these things are supposed to go. It's just not. All right, so hopefully after all this, we can actually like do stuff. That is the plan. Let's look at our navigation stuff. We have to hit 16,000, 16.6 thousand meters, apparently. Let's activate navigation to there. And then we have to do all these as well. We have to do 18 kilometers. I don't know why I can't just say kilometers. I keep saying 1,000 meters. It's the same, but kilometers, I guess it's just easier. 17 kilometers and 19 kilometers. So we're going to have to hit 16 here and kind of take a pretty deep nose up. Hopefully... Do I have this set as our destination? Yeah, there we go. We'll try to get there. We'll see how it goes. I can't promise anything. Let's fuel up and go. All right, turn on SAS so that we don't die. There we go. We're going up. All right, can we try to act like we're a plane now? Just a little bit. All right, where are we trying to get to? It'd be nice if we had it marked on our map or something. But it's not... It's not really giving me that. It's not really showing how our plan is... Our plane should be going a little bit to the left, I think. And that'll get us to where we want to go. But it shows that it's like right here. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get there, if I'm being honest with you guys. I'm going to try it, though. I'm going to do my darndest. We can turn down the acceleration a little bit. Going above 200 meters per second, below 10,000 kilometers, 10 kilometers, kind of kills your efficiency. There's no real reason to do it, as far as I understand. All right, so let's just keep going slow and steady. We got a little bit of fuel. We might have to do this twice. I'm not sure. Well, knowing me, we might have to do it more than that. I don't know. I'm just hoping we can get there. We still have to get to 16.6 kilometers, which is a big order, if you ask me. But once we get there, we can take some science stuff, make people happy. Can we take a crew report and just like send it back? Crew report. Can we send it back? We wouldn't get any science for it, so there's no point. Reset experiments. Put your report back in its place, sir. All right, where are we going? Yeah, I think we definitely have to go to the left a little bit. So let's work on that. Oh, straight yourself. There we go. And now I think about it, our control surfaces are not going to work so well when we get into space, are they? Because there's no real wind up there to help us out. So that could be problematic at some point. But not yet. I probably should have went with the engine with the gimbal on it. I probably should have. That was my bad. Can we keep it steady, please? Can you do your job, Mr. Pilot? You're not helping out very much. Maybe if I turn up the gas a little bit. There we go. Maybe you'll stop goofing off on your job here. I'm thinking maybe I just wasn't giving enough gas. Where are we at? Let's look on the map really quick. Yeah, we're not over here to where we need to be yet. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it. Now I'm looking at it. I'm going to hit the gas and see how far we can get. Gain a little bit of altitude. Hopefully we'll be okay. I don't know. I just don't know. We are kind of lined up with it a little bit. We have to go this way just a little bit more. There we go. We're gaining a little bit of heat. Just a little bit. We're going to run out soon anyway, so I'm not all that worried about it. Are we going to explode? We might. Alright, our engines are officially out of power. Can we take a crew report? At this place, does it fill any of our things? Do we officially get it? We did not. How close are we? We're going to fly by a couple of them. We apparently don't get this one. We might get this one. Maybe, hopefully. At our apoapsis, we might get that one. Hopefully. I don't know. I was hoping we would actually get these things. Take a crew report above... Yeah, I don't know. Doing this with a rocket plane may not be a good idea. We might just have to drop these ones. I'm not entirely sure. Crew report. Will this work? Nope. We're not having any luck, people. There's no luck for us. We may be in trouble. Hold the plane steady, Mr. Jebediah, please. Do your job. Yeah, I think we might just be boned on these. I don't know how to get there. How are we going to get that high without a rocket? I don't think we will, honestly. I'm going to keep taking crew reports and hoping that we fulfill something. But it does not seem to be the case that we are. Alright, guys, we're going into re-entry now. Well, we're not re-entry. We're not, we've already passed that. Anyway, we weren't able to get any of the science. This has been a bust, a total bust. But the good news is we got some science out of it. We got maybe like, 20, 25 science, something like that, maybe. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll have to look at it when we get back. But that'll be something. And we should be able to land this relatively safely. We do have 4 parachutes and, 4 wheels for it to land on. It should be okay, I hope. Let's get our speed down a little bit here. There we go. Let's turn on our parachutes. which should bring us down nice and slow, which is good for us. We can, not that it matters, we can deactivate our engine because reasons, I guess. Yeah, why not? And hopefully this will bring us down nice and slow. Our parachutes, hopefully, when they fully deploy, will be able to handle this behemoth, especially without all its gas. It should weigh a whole lot less than the other jet plane did. So I'm hoping we can get the science from this at least, recover the parts so we don't lose so much money, and we can get on to doing other things. We'll take a contract. Maybe we'll do the orbit contract. I would very much like to do that. Oh, you better flip around, plane. You better flip around. Let's put it on stabilize. We'll try to get to just even out. There we go. Even out a little bit. Just land nice and even. That would make me happy. There we go. Come on, a little bit more. There we go. It's going down nice and slow. 6 meters per second should be handleable by these little wheels here. I'm hoping that'll be enough for us not to die horribly. I would very much like it if we could salvage all these parts, especially if we get to keep all the science. You know, I like science. I want to keep all of it. I'd very much like to keep all our science. What is our electric looking like? We're almost out. I was wondering why, it's not being overly responsive, but, it happens. Let's speed this up a little bit. It's taking its sweet time falling here, and we don't have all day. We got stuff to do. We got more science to get. We have more... Actually, I want to do orbiting. I think I'm going to get rid of these because I can't do these. My jet plans can't go high enough. I'm not accurate enough with my rocket plane. So we're just going to have to do things differently. And that's just how it's going to have to be. We're getting awfully close to landing. I will slow it down before we hit. Just because back in the day it used to be funky. It used to glitch out if you hit the ground. Hold on, put on brakes. There we go. While the physics was accelerated. So let's do a little EVA report. Actually, I think I already have an EVA report. Let me just double check. Do I have an EVA report? We'll get some science for it. Apparently, it's something. Go back on board. Let's recover the vessel. There we go. How much science? We got 41 science. You know what 41 science enables us to do? I will show you momentarily. Here we go. Research and development. 41 science brings our total science up to 72, which means we can unlock basic science, which not only gives us a probe and batteries and storage units and radiators and cool stuff like that. It also gives us a Science Junior, which is major science as far as I understand. So we are definitely doing that. We don't have enough science left over for anything else, I don't think. 27? Yeah, 27 is not good enough for anything. Doesn't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world. Hey everyone, sorry for the interruption here. I'm new to YouTube and I just need all the help I can get. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, and leave a comment down below. It helps more than you know. Thanks, everyone. But what I'm going to do, and this is kind of shameful, but I'm going to have to get rid of these. I'm sorry. I'm ashamed of myself. I should have never taken them. I'm a horrible person, but I'm sorry. We can't really do those. It's just a little bit too crazy. We might be able to ferry people, but I don't really want to do that if I can help it. I mean, I might just to make money. What do they even where do they want me to go? Complete each tourist's travel itinerary, then return safely to Kerbin. Where do they want to go? Suborbital flight? Suborbital flight? Well, that's actually pretty easy to do. I might do that. What's this one want? Complete. This one wants suborbital flight. So 3 people want suborbital flights. I think I could do that. If that's all they want, I can make that happen. And then we could do an orbit. I really want to do orbit, but I think I can make suborbital flights pretty easily. We just have to, we saved this as the rocket plane. Let's just double check. It is handy to have at some point, I'm sure, but we're going to do a new one. Because, yeah, it didn't go as well as I was hoping. So we're going to start with a probe, which is actually going to carry everything. We are going to use a, whatever this one is, a command pod. 3 of them so they can carry the 3 people that want to go to space. There we go. And, hold on here. Let me zoom in a bit. It's being a little bit difficult with us here. Let me see. What do you want? We're going to want we're going to want a separator, first of all, to get this thing to work here. Probably want a heat shield on this one here. So let's put a heat shield there. Where are we at? Thermal should be somewhere over the rainbow. Thermal. Heat shield. There we go. Let's get a little bit closer here. See what's going on. And we're going to want a separatron, or whatever, the separator, whatever they call it. I don't know. Coupling. Might just be coupler. There we go. Want that there. And we're going to want lots of gas to get them up in the atmosphere here. Fuselage. This one is for jet fuel, is it not? Liquid fuel. This one has both. Yeah, we're going to want these. All right, come on. You want to go on there. You know you want to work for me. We'll get a few of these here. There we go. They only need to go suborbital, so we don't need that much of it. We'll just throw a couple boosters on the outside to get them to work. We'll, I guess, 240. I think this one's the more efficient engine. We'll use this one. We'll put a couple of, actually, when we think about it, let's get a decoupler here. Again. What is, oh, that's a side decouple. Okay. That's fine. Let's throw a, okay, let's back up a little bit here. I got a little bit funky. Let's pull this whole thing up so I can get under there a little bit better. There we go. Now let's throw a thumper on here. Oh, come on, you want to fit for me? Let's go on there. There we go. We get a thumper there, and we can, let's just go crazy with thumpers, I think. We could go thumper crazy. Just make darn sure this goes into space and we complete these stupid contracts before I embarrass myself in front of everyone again. There we go. Let's I think 2 of these will be adequate. Maybe, hopefully. We'll see. I'm hoping that'll get us above 10,000 feet. I'm not 1,000% sure that it will, but I'm hoping. Alright, let's go there. Let's burn them a little bit lower if we can, actually, so that it's a little bit more stable. Does that work? They're not actually connected by the separatrons. You could tell because when it actually connects to the decouplers, it bounces out just like a little bit, just like it does here. And by putting it down too far, I think it undoes itself. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm going to have them a little bit higher. Like that, maybe? There we go. And I think I might be able to just move the decouplers down a little bit. That's better. I'm happier with that. That's fine. We could throw some fins on there to make sure things are a little bit more stable. I think, I don't think they need to be overly fantastic or anything. Basic fin. I don't know what's the difference between a basic fin and a winglet. They should essentially be the same, I would imagine. I don't know. Well, I will use these because they look neat, I guess, maybe. I don't know. They kind of do. That should help somewhat in the lower stages, and then we'll get rid of them before too long. We'll have fins for the upper stage here as well, which, see, the engine is here, so we'll put the fins like here-ish. We have basic fins for that. We'll just do a 4B there. There we go. And we definitely need parachutes for these. They're going to need them when they come back down to Earth. What's our parts list looking at? The mass? Oh, we're too massive. We're too massive! We might be in trouble. Alright, well, if we don't need to get into orbit, I guess we don't need these. Does that help with our mass? If it's just suborbit, I think we could do it with this. What's our mass looking like? Alright, we're under now. Okay, well, we're not quite where I wanted to be now. We're not going to have as much orbity potential now, but I still think we can make suborbital with this. I have faith in us. I think that we can do it with just this. We can at least make it close. Alright, so let's get some... do we want science on this? I mean, that seems like a silly question, but I think we do have a fair bit of space science. So I don't know. Let's start by getting the this on here. We do want parachutes, and we're probably going to want at least 3 of them. I think we'll need at least 3, if I'm being honest. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe 2 will do? I'm going to try 2. We're going to fly by the seat of our pants and hope and pray. But I'm not sure 2 will actually do it. But I think the landing modules can take a fair bit of, impact. I'm hoping. And maybe the, the thermal shield will absorb some of it. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up at this point. So let's try and get the staging proper. That'll come off. The engine should come on as soon as that comes off. There we go. And the parachute should come off separate from that one. Yeah, when this engine runs out, we'll just go down to the command modules. Alright, if we have room for science, we may as well. I think this will get us to space. I'm not 1,000% sure. If I'm being honest. I think it'll make us suborbital, but I'm not, We'll have to find out. I don't have that much experience with it, if I'm being honest. Where am I looking for here? Communication. I want science. And I kind of want to put the science unit on here. But I think that's a bit much. I'm going to try it. If we fail horribly, I'll blame someone else. But we're going to try to make the science unit work. I don't know if it will or not. And it'll have to be actually above all this stuff here. So let's put that here. Because if it doesn't survive the launch, it doesn't do us any good unless we grab it beforehand. Alright, so there we go. I don't know if that'll work. That's, of course, added more troubles to our situation. But we'll just hope and pray, pretty much. And unfortunately, to get these things to work, you kind of have to double them up. Otherwise, it makes things lopsided. I'm not a fan of doing that, but it's like if you don't, I think you'll end up regretting it. So let's just do it like that. We have 3 spaces left. We can throw... So we have barometer. We can throw some goo on here, I guess. There we go. Maybe I'll throw it on this one too. If it's below here, it may not be so aerodynamically an issue. We'll find out. We have one space for one thing. I don't know. I'm not really worried about it. Let's just name this one the suborbiter. Orbiter. There we go. Alright, let's get our people in here. We need the crew, which is going to be the Taurus. So let's throw the Taurus in here. We don't actually need to have our pilots in here. That's why we have this thing here. If we had a battery, it might be a good idea. Let's just throw a single battery in here. Put that away. There we go. Electrical. Because we do need battery to survive re-entry. I mean, we only have room for one battery. That could be an issue. I don't know. It's going to throw off our balance if I do just one. But I think I'm going to have to live with it. Unless I get rid of a piece of science, which I really don't want to. I think I'll just throw it here underneath the little space there and hope for the best. Hide. Don't hit any air. Just magically work out. Especially now that I don't have stability control. I'm going to have issues. Let's save it. We're going to bring it out here. I'm hoping upon hope that this will work out. If it doesn't, if we don't hit suborbital, I might cry. It might happen. I'll do it on YouTube so the world can make fun of me. All right, let's power up. Not that it matters with the solid state booster, but we're going to do it anyway. We don't have stability control, so we're just going to go for it. We're going to yellow it. We're going to try to make a gravity turn going slightly to the right. I am not perfectly efficient with this stuff, so I'm probably going to screw up. But we're going to do the best that we can do. That's pretty much all I can do. Just do the best that I can do. The solid state rocket should get us fairly high. I'm hoping we have enough thrust in the other one to get us going a little bit more. I want to go to the right, so I'm going to fight this a little bit. I should have started turning to the right a little bit sooner because it's fighting me now. I thought I'd have a little bit of time, but apparently not. We're slowly turning it to the right. Not quite as quickly as I would want, but it's kind of sort of going. Alright, break off that stage. There we go. The lack of stability control is going to bite me in the butt, I can tell you that. I'm not going to be very good at keeping track of this and keeping everything straight myself. Oh god, especially, I should have never hit the spin. I should have never hit that. We're going to screw up now. That's for darn sure. Alright, let's get going. Let's make sure we get into space. That's the biggest thing for me right now. Just to make sure we get there. And, you know, the re-entry is going to be rough. I'm sure of it. I don't have to make the, you know, the orbit too round. As long as we get suborbital, I'll be happy, honestly. And I think we'll get there. I think we'll get there. Please! Keep doing stuff. Alright, we can get rid of that now. It'll just fall. How far did we get? This should officially get it for us, I think. I'm pretty sure. As long as we get them back. Suborbital space flight? Yeah, it's going to be suborbital. We're definitely not going to orbit, but it will go into space. I think we'll be okay. I hope. Let's, can we take science while we're up here? Observe materials bay. What does opening the doors do? I'm just curious. Could we have put stuff in there? I don't know. I don't know what opening and closing those doors do, but it does look cool. Alright. Status. We get 25 science from this. Alright. I will take 25 science. Thank you very much. I'm very happy with that. Let's close the doors. There we go. And we can check our other science instruments to see what we can get. Let's get some observe our mystery goo. Are you worth science? You're worth 10 science? I will take mystery goo science. I'll take that any day of the week. Let's log pressure data. That's worth 12 science. I'll take some of that. Let's get rid of that window there. It's a little bit annoying. And didn't we have a thermometer somewhere? Maybe. Where did I throw the thermometer? I know I got one somewhere. Can't see very well in the dark here. Well, I think... Is that it right there? Yeah, log temperature data. 8 science. There we go. Once we get a little bit deeper, I think we'll be able to get deep space. We'll wait until we get to like 120. I'll start trying the extra science stuff to see if we can get high, you know, Kerbal space stuff. We'll see. We'll see. If it doesn't give it to us, that's okay. We'll make do. This one we haven't used yet. Observe mystery goo. This one... Yeah, this is space near Kerbal. Unfortunately, we're not going to get the more science out of it. That's unfortunate. We could do... Can we tell these people to do EVA? Tourists may not EVA. I can't blame them. I'd be kind of really surprised if they could. Can they take a crew report? They can't do crew reports either. Can I take what's KerbNet access? Alright. I thought maybe I could tell them to do stuff, but apparently not. It makes sense that I can't. You know, they're not official, you know, astronauts, so they're just here for the ride. And that's okay. So let's go to the map here. Let's see where we're going. We're going to re-enter over this way. Let's speed it up a little bit. Try to get this going. As long as we can get them back safely, I'll be happy. We knocked out 2 things with this. We're going to get lots of science for it. I'll be happy with that. Let's see if we can make sure that our thing is facing retrograde, hopefully, so that we don't explode too much. That's the plan. Being able to stabilize would be nice, but I guess we'll just have to live with it. I'm hoping this will work. No promises. But we'll start... Let me start going into the atmosphere soon, hopefully. Start slowing down. Hopefully, if I have it pointed like this, it should keep itself steady automatically. I hope. No promises. We should be starting re-entry really soon. Yeah, we're leaving. We've officially entered the atmosphere already. It just takes a second for it to get thick enough to really start screwing with you. Oh God. Stay facing the right way. Oh God. No! Why don't you want to face the right way? Oh, we might be in trouble. I'm having trouble keeping this going the right way. Oh God. Keep going the right way. You can do it. I don't know what broke, but I hope it's not my science. Science, live! You want to live! Alright, I think we're okay. Oh, we are slowed down. I was about to say, let's slow it down so I see what I'm doing. But apparently we're okay. We should be able to deploy our chutes. We should be okay. I think we'll be okay. Well, we're going to land in the water. It's hard to see because sun is just coming up, but we're over the water. I'm hoping 6 should be slow enough that where everyone doesn't die. We might lose the science in this, which would really suck, but it's not like I can EVA for it right now anyway. So we're going to get 2 contracts done, which should be pretty good, and we got a lot of science. I will be happy with the amount of science we have here. And we can maybe get some, sneak in some more science if we don't have any of this stuff yet. Log pressure data. Do we get more science for this? Yeah, take that science. Why not? It's more science. Do we take science from this one yet? We did. Can we do it on the other side? Log temperature data. More science. I'll take it. What about this one? Review data. Okay. I think that's all the science we can do. We can't reset this one, unfortunately. But that's okay. We should have a fair bit of science from this one. I think that we might get like 60 or something. I don't know. I feel like we got a lot. I'm hoping it's a lot anyway. Let's speed it up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Make sure that we don't explode from a physics bug or something. I doubt that's even still an issue. It's just like so ingrained in my mind from the beta that you had to do it. Otherwise, everything exploded and was horrible. All right, we're about to land. Let's watch it splash down. It's coming soon. Kablam. All right. I think we did okay. Everyone landed. We're not dead. We can recover stuff. We should get lots and lots of science. Let's see what we got here. I feel it's like mucho amounts, man. I'm looking forward to it. We got 72 science. We got enough science we can unlock more stuff. All right. Let's do it. Let's see. Let's look at our science. What do we want here? Let's look at the research and development real quick. Can we even unlock these? We actually have enough to unlock some of these. I don't know. Is there anything? Photovoltaic cells would be super nice. It'd be super nice, honestly. Rechargeable batteries, thermal control system, even lights. Miniaturization. I don't know if I'd even want that, if I'm being honest. A junior docking port is interesting, I guess. Hitchhiker can. Those are good. Mobility enhancers are good. Rover thingies are good. Landing. Some landing struts. That seems like a big deal. Launch escape system. I don't know what those actually do, if I'm being 100% honest. Parachute. Landing gears. We were just looking at landing. More aerodynamic stuff. Does this give us the better engines? I would be very interested in better jet engines. Yeah, that might be worthwhile. It might be. Maybe then we could actually do some of the high atmosphere stuff. Maybe. I don't know. We're going to have to look at it. We'll figure it out next time. Guys, this has been Kerbal Space Program. If you're interested, I will link down in the description. Hopefully we'll get into new DLC stuff soon. But, this is my first time doing career. I'm taking my time, figuring out what I'm doing a little bit here and there. Hopefully you guys can put up with me while I'm doing this. Anyway, guys, if you're new here, you can subscribe to this channel. Click that bell icon so you know when I put out new content. Smash that like button. Leave a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.